I wanted to come up with a way, some sort of model or structure that could get everybody united, everybody on the same page, everybody agreeing on one sort of thing and working together to bring it to pass. And when I say everybody, I mean parents and families, I mean educators, I mean government, I mean the medical industry, everybody. And I thought, when is the last time I saw something like that? Something that everyone embraced. And I thought of it. It's the food pyramid. Who remembers that? Laugh was right, because the food pyramid was based on faulty nutrition. It was based on faulty nutrition. It's not a good thing and it's not around anymore. However, what a phenomenon the food pyramid was. If you're young enough, or old enough, to remember this, when I was a kid, the food pyramid was taught in my school. It was on the wall when I went through the cafeteria to get my lunch. When I came home, it was on the back of my cereal box, and it was in the wall of my doctor's office. And the people in Washington, D.C. wrote health legislation with regards to that food pyramid. So I said, what we need is a nature connection pyramid. We need a structure that everyone could play a part in rebuilding a deep, profound connection to the natural world. This isn't just for kids. This is for everybody. This is for families. This is for adults. This is for individuals. And this is my prescription for rebuilding a deep, meaningful connection to the earth. The bottom, the foundation, the biggest part, is the most important part, especially to you guys. And this is daily, unstructured, outdoor nature play. So is that playing soccer? No, unstructured, okay? Now let's talk a little bit about what that means. What does unstructured play mean? Anyone want to throw out a guess?
No toys, please.
Yeah, it means no toys. There's no structure involved. There's no rules, there's no guidelines, there's no game. This is child placed in a spot and just saying go. It's allowing children to find their own fun and create, which is a really cool thing that kids don't get a lot of time to do anymore. Right now, kids get to use their imagination all the time. They do. Video games, they get to use their imagination. They really, really do. But it's something I call a passive imagination. All the creative decisions, the world, the characters, the places, the time, those decisions were already made. They don't have to make those decisions. They passively imagine. They go through the experience with the video game, and those things can all have their place. That's fine. But kids also need to experience active imagination. And that's when you're put in an opportunity where it says, this is a blank slate. This is a blank canvas. It's your job to create some fun, or you're going to be bored. And is it okay for kids to be bored? Is it okay for us to allow kids to be bored? Yes. In fact, I say that's the other thing that is essential in a kid's life, is they have to have freedom to be bored. Parents are paranoid about making sure their kids are never bored. But you know what? The greatest innovations that are ever happened on this planet took place when someone was doing nothing. Yeah, because if they were busy doing something else, they wouldn't have thought of that thing. I'm telling you. Innovation, creativity, discovery, self-discovery, building teams, creative problem solving, all these things happen in unstructured or even boring scenarios. So I'd like to demonstrate unstructured play. But you can't really demonstrate it without it becoming structured. So I'm going to fake it a little. Okay, so I need 3 volunteers. And when I say volunteers, it means raise a hand and volunteer, or I'm just going to randomly pick people. So 1, come on down. Yep, we got 1. There's 2 more. I will pick. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Yep. Okay. And 1 more. 1 more. Here we go. Okay, I am now selecting. It's you. Come on up. Okay, what is your name? Christian. Hey, Christian. Kenny. Leslie, nice to meet you. And Alma, hi.
Hi.
Okay, stand here. So, who's read a book called This Is Not a Stick? Love it. Did I get the title right? This Is Not a Stick, yeah. So I turned that into a game that I like to play with groups called This Is Not a Stick. It could also be This Is Not a Pine Cone or This Is Not a Leaf. Now, the way this works is I'm going to give each of you one of these objects. You're going to hold it, and you're going to ask me, what is this? And if you have the stick, I'm going to say, that's a stick. And you're going to say, no, it's a, and you're going to tell me what else it is. But I want creativity, all right? Remember, you don't have to be constrained by the fact that this is a long, skinny object. People get the stick and they go, well, it's a sword, it's a magic wand. This could be a dinosaur or a birthday cake. It could be anything, right? This is our imagination. Be as creative as you can. We're going to switch them up. So you're getting pine cone.
All right.
These are all pieces of your campus.
Yes.
Here you go.
Great.
There you go. All right, so let's see how they do, and then we're going to mix things up. Let's start with Mr. Pinecone. You have to ask me, what is this?
What is this?
That is a pine cone.
It's not a pine
Oh?
cone. It's a fruit headdress.
Nice, good. I love it. I bet there's a dance that comes with
I
that.
don't know how to do anything.
Okay, your turn.
What is this?
That is definitely a leaf.
This is not a leaf.
What?
It is a castle.
Yay! A castle you can carry with you anywhere you go. Instant castle. I love it. Your turn.
What is this?
That is a stick, just a stick.
This is not a stick. This is a shark.
Ah! Good, good, good. Okay, rotate, rotate. We're gonna do this one more time. There we go. Your turn again.
What is this?
That is a stick.
It's not a stick. It's a dog tail.
Yes! Good. Love it, love it. Cool. Your turn.
What is this?
That's a pine cone.
This is not a pine cone. It's a yo-yo.
Good. Woo! Nice. Oh.
What is this?
That's a leaf.
It's not a leaf. It's a fan.
Good, good, cool. All right, that's your souvenir for the day. Your souvenir.
Sweet.
Yep. Round of applause. Okay. This is, to me, the most important nature connection any kid can have. And I'm a big advocate for outdoor adventures. I like to go high into the mountains. I like to push my kids to hike further and to climb higher and to do all that kind of stuff. It is nothing compared to the impact of having small, daily nature connections. A lot of people really get caught up in this. Oh, I want to get my kids out into nature, but it takes so much time and effort and money to go out to Yosemite and stuff like that. No, 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 no. You've got grass growing right there. You know what's inside that grass? 'Cause they don't know. And if they look in there, they're going to see something that they've never seen before and go, whoa, I'm not alone in this universe. It can be an amazing thing. Kids need a daily dose of unstructured time outside. And guess what? So do you. You really do. You need to give yourself those short little snippets of time to get outside and sit under the tree and look up at the clouds. You got a little work to do? Take it outside. Take off your shoes and feel the grass. Or you know what? Play. Play. Try it. Like, when's the last time you played? Do you really outgrow playing? No, you just get too busy. Play. It's so good for you. The next level is nature exploring. This is where you add a level of structure. So the level one's unstructured. Here's where we have some structure. And that is at least once a week. Do something with kids where they're going to go out and discover something. Where you have an objective of finding something that you're going to learn about, of looking for bugs, rock collecting, identifying the trees in your yard, going on a nature scavenger hunt, making a collection of all of your favorite weeds. Kids love weeds, by the way. So get out there once a week and have some kind of focused activity on finding out something new about the ecosystem you live in. Because ecosystems aren't something outside of us, are they? You're part of one. You have to be, or you wouldn't be alive, We're part of ecosystems. We know nothing about the ecosystems we live in. Find out who your neighbors are. Find out where your water comes from. Find out why does the mist in the sky make those colors when the sun shines through it? Things like that. At least once a week. Get out there and learn another thing. You have an infinite amount of information out there available to you. You could learn at least one thing a week. The next thing I encourage people to do as families, as classrooms, as individuals, is use this incredible resource that you have all around you called our park systems. We have regional parks, state parks, national parks, city park systems. These are incredible, incredible resources that are filled with incredible people. Not only are they spaces, big open green spaces that we're so low on right now, but they're also filled with people who are passionate about educating others. They want nothing more than to tell you all about the evolutionary history of this land. You can know the story of your land. You can know the story of the people of your land. That's a deep, deep part of nature connection, is knowing your spot in this big story we call the history of Earth. That has to do with the history of the land you stand on. That has to do with the history of the people who used to be here. That has to do with how these plants and animals got here. There's people at parks who are ready to tell you that. Get people out, get yourself out to parks, use them. The number one reason parks close right now is because they're not being used enough. That's sad when a park gets closed because it's underutilized. And then finally, at the top of the pyramid, I love this category, but there's a reason it's at the top. To me, it's the least important, but it still should happen, and that is at least once a year, you get out there and see a place that has been untouched by human hands. See a place that is still undeveloped. See a place where ecosystems are still functioning the way they were 1,000 years ago. Get a baseline understanding of what nature really is outside of the concrete. Once a year, go wild. Now, this is my mission, is to get this into as many homes, into as many doctors' offices. By the way, just a couple days ago, I got an email from someone who said, "Hey, can I get a copy of your pyramid? I saw it on the wall of my doctor's office." And I went, "Oh, that's awesome." And then they said, "My doctor's office in France." So this thing is spreading. It's now in 11 languages, and it's getting all over the place. I'm really excited about it. But you might be looking at it and saying, "I'm an educator. I'm an ECE. Where's my role here with regards to this pyramid?" Well, remember, what I want this to do is to unite everyone, and that means that no one person's responsible for the whole thing, but everyone plays a part. So I want you to look at this pyramid and ask yourself, where do I fit in? I have a certain amount of influence over the lives of children. How can I use that influence to help them have some daily outdoor unstructured play? Can I use a little bit of that influence to help kids have a weekly nature discovery? Can I help them learn something new about our ecosystem every week? Can I make a connection? Can I go out and find someone who could help these kids get into a park, to meet a park ranger, to find out about the parks that are very close to this campus? Go on to Google Maps, look for the areas that are green. You'll be really surprised.